Yes, everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Around Town Live. I'm Liz Black, and you're going to want to tell everybody to come in on this show. So come on in the room. While you're coming in the room, make sure you're saying hi. Let me know who you are. I always want to know who's in the room with us. It's going to be exciting. Oh, yeah. I'm super excited tonight. This interview is going to answer a lot of questions, and it's going to share some experiences that I never had, but I always wanted to know about. So if you're single, tell your single friends to come on in here. If you're married, tell them to come too, because we always have a few laughs or a few tears. Tell them to come on. This is something they want to be in. Call your single friends. Tell them to come on in the room. Call your married friends. Tell them to come on in the room. You know, we've been having good conversations all week. I had Dr. G on, the entanglement therapist, and now this just all is in line with each other, because now we're going to talk about counseling to comfort. I just love the name of that. I don't know. Maybe I found a new therapist. You just never know. Come on. Let me know that you're there. Come on and check in and say hi. Let me see you. Let me see you who is there. And we'll get started. I'll bring the guest in. I need at least one person to tell me they're there and say hello. So come on in the room. 8:07 on this beautiful Tuesday. Come on and check in. Tell your friends to come on. It's going to be very interesting. All right. Today, I guess keeping in line with relationships and therapy and counseling. Today, I'm very excited to welcome Quinelle Hickman. And I'll just read a little and then I'll bring her on and then read the rest of her bio. She enjoys seeing people evolve through the power of discussion. I like that. A joy she's held since a small child. Likely sparked by her father's tendency to highlight that when people didn't speak about issues, it prolongs change. I love it. This interest and Quinelle's passion for destigmatizing mental health has helped her build a successful career in talk therapy for the last 10 years. Did y'all hear me? The last 10 years. That is wonderful. Michael, good to see you. I knew you were going to come and you're so faithful. Thank you for being here tonight. Okay. Quinelle specializes in helping clients overcome stress, depression, and anxiety. If you have that, if you do, we've got Quinelle here with us today. In addition to teaching effective communication, problem solving, and connection building skills for healthy, long-lasting relationships. We've been talking about relationships. Let me bring Quinelle on and I'll read the rest of this. Quinelle, welcome to the show.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me, Liz.
I'm so happy to have you here today. It's a great to see you and meet you. You received your bachelor's degree in psychology from the University of Buffalo. You've received a master's degree in marriage and family therapy from Hofstra University. In addition to being a licensed therapist, Quinelle is certified in levels 1 and 2 of Gottman couples therapy method. You'll tell us what that is, making her highly qualified to teach evidence-based couples communication and connection building methods. I just know it's God that you're here tonight.
Thank you. Amen.
it's in line with everything that has been going on this week. So I'm super excited to have you. You have some events going on, but first I got to show everybody this lovely picture of you.
Ooh, thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
That's perfect.
Thank
So
you.
welcome, welcome again. This is your first time. I have some of the best family listeners on the planet, and
Yeah.
we will get a chance to share this. I need y'all to share, share, and share. We're streaming on Facebook, we're streaming on YouTube, and we're streaming on Twitter X at this time. Let me go to one more stream, one more place. Okay. All right. I've just added a couple of places in
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're streaming on 3 Facebook, 1 YouTube, and Twitter X. So that
Lovely.
being said, let's get into this. First of all, you kind of said you did this because your father really believed in conversation. So you've
Yeah.
been talking for a long time.
Child, they can't shut me up. Well, they can't
That's
shut me up.
good.
Yeah, and I grew up in a household with two parents, so my dad was saying, "Yeah, you have to talk so we can change things," and my mom was like, "Yeah, no, that's not like there's the end. There's a cutoff point to talking." So I decided to do this for the people in between, right? Who are like, well, I might want to speak, but I don't know to who. I don't know how much I should say. And so that's when we get into therapy. So that could be relatable. Like I like all sessions to feel like you are in your room just speaking to one of your people, because we all have people who we go to first, but sometimes
Yeah.
they don't help us as much.
That's wonderful. All right. So you've got an event that's coming up. I've been married for like 100 years.
Amen.
So when I got married, the speed dating thing was maybe just starting. And
Mhm.
I have always wanted to speed date.
Mhm.
But I'm married now. I can't. So I'm trying to get all my girlfriends to do it so I could live through them, because I think it's a great experience. You have an event coming up
Yes.
that I think is awesome. We're gonna come back and talk about it. We've got more people coming in the room. Hey, you guys, check in. Let me know you're here. That's always important for
As
me
they
to know you're
check
here.
in, as they check in, I feel like you're basically asking me to do a speed networking so that you can get a taste, but it's not dating. It's just networking. Like
Oh,
what you're asking me.
I am asking you that because I still get to experience the thrill of meeting a lot of people in a short period of time and maybe establishing a relationship with them.
All right, you see what's happening. You see what's happening. I just did a networking event, but it wasn't speed networking. It was a Galentine's networking event. So maybe my will.
Well,
In.
I'm in. I am so in with you. I want to experience that. I want to know what it's like to just go table to table. Bill, thanks for checking in. Good to see you. All right, y'all call your single friends in because we are dealing with a licensed therapist. What is Gottman couples therapy?
Yeah, so it is a practice that basically has trained me to look at conversations within 3 minutes and tell if you're connected or disconnected and what I need to do to be able to help you to have a better connection, better friendship, and intimacy.
Wow. Can you do that with friends too and family members?
Yeah, yeah. So the intimacy part, right? And I look at sex and intimacy a little bit different. I separate them, even though we put them together in everyday conversations, but I separate the two. So yeah, I can figure out what you need and how you need to talk to each other to change up your relationship dynamic.
Wow. Okay, this is wonderful. Okay, tell me, I'm gonna read your questions and
Yeah,
then I'm just gonna flow with it, but I want to make sure I hit your topics.
thank
Tell me
you.
about your therapy business and why it was important for you to start.
Yeah. So therapy, we kind of touched on it. For me, if you are depressed or you feel like you're depressed, you're anxious or you're stressed, that is my specialty. I love to deal with that just to make people feel better and happier. And then sometimes couples deal with that too. And so if one person is dealing with it, you're dealing with it as a couple. it kind of has a sneaky way of seeping into the relationship. So I like to help people feel happy. And then communication, we talk every day, but we don't realize how harmful it could be. And so that is why I got into therapy. And like I said before, just to make people have a safe space. They may want to say something, but not know who to speak to.
Right. I'm sorry that I'm moving up and down. I'm trying to get even with you.
Oh,
Because I was a little bit. See, look, I'm still moving. Oh man, you get these AI cameras and they kind of do their own thing. All right, I'm gonna try to stay there. Okay, so I like the fact that you're a therapist that loves. Like you love what you do. It sounds like you love people. And I think that's awesome. That's awesome. This is not going to be our last time talking. I
Okay.
already know that.
I'm with
So
it.
I think you said what keeps you inspired is seeing people's lives change, but you could let me know in your own words.
Yeah. So there's like a switch that flips when people move from, I'm not doing that. I'm not, you want me to do what? To, you know what? I get it. I get why you're asking me to do that. I get how you feel. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, or, I've been hurting my own feelings. Let me stop that.
Right.
I love that. I love to see that.
That is, you get results.
Yeah.
You get results. So I want to show the flyer for your event that's coming up. Now,
Yeah.
how long have you been doing speed dating?
So this will actually be my first speed dating event.
Ooh!
So this, whoever comes, you're part of the family, we'll do many more. But this came because I did a dating panel. So I hosted a dating panel with myself and 2 dating coaches. And we just talked about what's the right way to date. That was the title of the panels, right? And so
Yeah.
tips, where do you go? What do you need to say to approach people? But the most common question from the audience was, well, no, for real, where do you go? And so I was like, you know what? I got you. Don't worry. Don't ask no more. Here you go. Here's the speed to meet people if you're tired of the apps and, parties are not doing it for you.
Parties. Are parties the same like they used to be? Can you really meet people like you used to? It's just a different dating scene from when I was dating.
Yeah, I think what a lot of people have said is that there's this hesitation to approach each other. Like men nowadays are like, well, I don't know if I should approach a woman because she might tell me she got it. Like she doesn't want me to hold her door or say hello or. So some men might be still hesitant. Some women are like, I am not approaching a man. I'm not a man. So I'm not going to say, how are you doing on my role? Right. So dealing with these nuances, I think speed dating is perfect. You know that the person who is there is available and open to talk to you. You know that you're not going to get shooed away, but you also get multiple dates. So you get more dates for less time and less money. So now you don't have to spend 3 hours, 3 different dates, have to pay for 3 different dates, have to sit at 3 different dates just to see if you like somebody a little bit. And then when you find a match, then you get the full date plan. So I'm planning a date for you as soon as you find your match. So you don't have to worry about that.
Wow. Okay. So take us through. We come in. Now it says, let me look on here again. It said 1 complimentary juice and shot. What kind of shot?
So they're wellness shots. I'm a therapist. We're not getting into, we're not getting into that. They are wellness shots. It's the new year. If you say new body, new me, new goals,
yes,
we have you. We have you covered.
Okay, so y'all see that? All right, just so you know, it's 1 complimentary juice and wellness shot.
Yes.
Just so you know. Then Quinelle is not doing nothing like that. So don't be thinking that.
Don't think you're coming for the liqueur. Please think you're coming for the liqueur, because that is not.
Don't come for the liqueur. Come because you want to possibly meet your soulmate.
Correct.
All right, so we come through the door. You give me a juice. You give me a wellness shot. We meet and greet, and I look around the whole room to see who's in there. And then what?
And so first of all, when you come in, you get your drink, you get your shot. There'll be also some hors d'oeuvres being passed around, but there'll be a game night portion. So this is the mixer, right? So we're having a good time. We're easing you in because some people could be nervous, or we're just waiting because the people like to come late, but we're having fun while we're waiting. And then speed dating starts, and There will
E?
be questions. Yeah. So like I told you guys, I am trained to build connections, right? So you will have guided questions on the table that will help you build connections. 5 to 6 minutes, you have a date. The men will switch when it's time to switch. The women will be seated. And then once speed dating is over, we are going to have like a roundtable discussion and talk about dating and dating tips and
Wow.
our night.
So, how long does each person have in the speed dating process?
So every date is 5 to 6 minutes. So you have 5 to 6 minutes to see if you have a connection, and you'll get a note card also. So you can write notes if you want to remind yourself of anything. You give me the note card, and then I will match you with whoever matches on your note card, right? So there'll be names, notes. Do you want to match? Yes or no? And then you give it to me. I match you, and we start planning the dates.
Wow. So I come in, oh, I'm not married. Just think about that. I
Yeah.
am married, but let's say I come in and I'm ready to do this speed dating,
Mm-hmm.
and there's two people, there's two guys that I feel I have a connection with. Then what happens?
So you only get matched if the person matches with you, right? So I'm not giving out your information.
Oh.
I'm not giving out your information unless the person matches with you. So in that,
Oh,
yeah,
that could hurt.
yeah, say that up front.
Yes.
Although, the game part of it might be a way for you to also just mingle a little bit,
Yes.
cast a little bit
Uh-huh.
wider. You might try to get a number there if you would like to. I think,
Okay.
it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both. Or the people
Well,
who,
that's good. You
yeah,
still let them have that time outside of the speed dating in case they want to try it on their own, but they've got a professional there
yeah.
that knows what to look for.
Hmm.
This is exciting. So how many I don't know, like it could go on. It all depends on how many you have there.
You mean like how long is the night gonna go?
Yeah, how long the speed dating portion?
Yeah, so the speed dating will be about an hour 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna leave some time for the games in the beginning and leave some time for the roundtable discussion. Because I notice at my events that people really want to talk and they want to vent, really.
Yes,
But
yes.
also not just vent, just a vent, right? Get information and get educational tips and things like that. So I want to leave some time for that. That might help you on your first date.
That just might.
Yeah.
So are you're gonna then set everyone up on a date that matches?
Yep, the dates are actually already planned, and so so for VIPs, you get a enter a contest to win the VIP date for free, and if you don't win the free date, then it's 50% off. So you're good if you do VIP, and then for general admission, more so if you're in the space of new body, new me, like I was talking about before, you
Yeah,
can get a chance to get a free training session. So a free gym training session.
that is great. So
Yeah.
you're really working on the whole man, the
Trying.
whole woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. So all right, so this is the first speed dating, but
Mm.
you've done other speed events.
Yeah. So I have done not speed events, but I've done networking, like mixers. I've done panels and
Mhm.
another game night. So it's,
Okay.
it's
This
been
is good.
yeah. I'm
Now
new to
you
the I'm new to the event space, but I have heard nothing but great things. Every event is like, when's the next one? Right after like it didn't fully finish, and it's when's the next one?
That's
So
good. So you
yeah,
have to come to Jersey too. You got to do New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey.
yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. Well, maybe we'll have some conversations of how I can help you in any way.
Oh, that's
So those of you that are watching again, thank you for being here. Michael has a question.
yes,
How
sir.
do you know if the person you're connecting with is the right person for you? Thank you.
He said, "How do you know?"
Yes. How do you know that he's connected with someone? How does he know that that's the right person? I guess
Yeah,
that's a long thing, but a little
right.
tip.
So it's a process. These are things that you have to monitor and assess over time. But initially, I believe body language is very telling, and
Mm,
I believe the types of conversation. When I say body language, like looking you in the eyes, sometimes all right, there's a little tidbit, right? I'm letting y'all cheat. But if you if you see a woman and she is doing a lot of touching of her ears or her clavicle, which is this bone right here, right? If she's
yeah.
doing a lot of that or touching her hair, or finding a way to touch you in some way, shape, or form, that could mean that she's into you, right? So those are things
So
that,
this stuff.
yeah, right. So those are things that you could look for. But for a gentleman, I think eye contact, looking. There's a thing that men do if you really pay attention. If they're interested, their eyes widen just a little bit. They don't realize that they're doing it,
So
but
you understand all the body
yeah.
language.
Yeah, so body language is important, but also just conversation, right? Are you getting conversation back? Are you getting reciprocal questions back? Are they asking you so forget just reciprocal questions back, but also do they pay attention to the way that you do things in your culture, right? Culture meaning, let's say you start from phone combos or you make it to phone combos, right? Do they call you on the phone instead of texting you because you have shown them that you actually prefer to speak on the phone? So, right, just taking the time to notice how you like to do things and following suit.
Now, what do you do? I have a couple friends. I'm definitely going to tell about this. We're
Mm-hmm.
talking about a speed dating event that is coming up, and it's coming up next Sunday.
No, this Sunday coming up.
Oh my God. Today is what? Oh, the
Today is Tuesday,
20th.
20th. Yeah,
This Sunday. You don't have time to waste. Get
you
your
gotta
tickets, go to
run,
Eventbrite
run,
and
don't
put
walk.
in, what do they put in?
So you can type on www.counselingtocomfort.com and it will take you to the event page. If you click, you'll get a $15 off right now. So,
Uh-oh.
run, run, do not
Come
walk.
on, everybody.
And,
We're gonna support. I mean, if I came to support, it would be just to hold up a WBLS banner. I can't
and
do
that's
anything. But watching is very interesting. So what happens, Quinelle, if someone comes and they wrote people on the card, because you could write several people on the card, right?
yes.
And nobody puts them on their card.
Yeah, so you'll get an email that there were not any matches this time, but you can also be on a wait list for our other events. That's what will happen.
So that night, you don't know if you've been connected. Oh, that's good because then nobody's feelings are
I
hurt in case there's no.
Yep, I don't want any bad vibes in the room. It's just everybody.
Yeah.
Time.
Yes.
We're still gonna be there, right? We're still connecting. We're doing the dating.
Yeah.
Somebody might change their mind about you from the dating discussion, right? So like I have the forms. If you change your mind, you come to me, and then I'll let you know about the. Right?
I'm not too sure now about it.
Right. So it's funny that I said that because I meant if you change your mind in a good way, right?
Yeah.
Then,
Sorry. I meant it in a bad. Sorry.
because it goes both ways. I wasn't about that initially, but yeah. So you will know the day after. So you won't be waiting for weeks to see. You don't have to bite your nails and be worried. You'll know the day after.
Michael appreciated what you gave him.
Thank you.
Yes. Now we're talking about the speed dating that's happening this Sunday.
4
Oh my
p.m.
gosh. This Sunday. What's the time? I have an event
It's
on
4
Sunday.
p.m. Sunday the 25th. Ends at 6:30, but don't try to creep in past 4:30 because you want to get your full speed dating in. You want to relax. You want to catch everything.
Yes. No creeping in. She said no creeping in, y'all. Don't nobody creeping. I do want to open this up since we do have her. Lori, why can't you come?
Wow.
Come on.
Wow,
Lori. Come on, Lori. Lori lives a couple states over, but a state over. But I think you should come, Lori, because I could live it through you. I'm always trying to get my friends. Quinelle, I've always tried to get my friends to speed date so that I could videotape them and help them pick.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Well, Lori can't come. Lori, tell your friends that are in New York to make sure that they come. And guys, please don't let the women outnumber you here.
Please.
Okay? Please don't, because we're having these conversations about where are the good women, where are they? They're at speed dating. Make sure
that's right. That's good. That's good. So I appreciate this. Now, you how can people support the event? By going to Eventbrite and buying a ticket?
Yeah. Or you can donate. That's fine too if you want to. I have sponsors often that will say, I can't make it, but I would like to donate. And if somebody can basically use my donation ticket, that's fine too.
That's good. That's good. So if anyone wants to donate a ticket to another male or female or either or,
Yeah.
uh, Quinelle
And
is definitely open to
And
that.
funny thing, because that's hilarious. But thank you guys for asking how can you support. If you know any wine sponsors, feel free, to share. And if they want to, if
Be
they
a
want
sponsor.
to, that would be lovely.
Okay, so open to sponsors. Um, give them. I know it's counseling to comfort. Is
.com.
that on all social media?
So social media, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok if you're there at counseling to comfort underscore PLLC. I'm also on YouTube, and Facebook is counseling to comfort.
Okay, Michael is asking, are you coming to New York City?
I am in New York City. Oh, you mean Manhattan? Am I doing this museum?
Yes, yes.
I will see. I did Queens because I just love Black people and I want us all to win. And this juice bar is a really, really great juice bar. It just opened. So I want
Oh, so it's the venue that you're interested. Okay, I got a venue in Jersey for you that I do on my variety show at.
Okay. All
So
right.
maybe I can't do it, but I can watch and help you.
We'll chat offline then.
That'll be wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm opening it up to questions before we conclude here. Does anyone have any questions for Quinelle? Because now's the time. After this time, you're gonna have to pay whatever her hourly rate is. So come on and bring it now while she's here and and willing to share with you all. And you all have been great. I ask that you share this to your Facebook and social media pages also, because this is great information. There are those that are out there that are single and that would look to really enjoy an event like this. I have a couple of ladies I'm going to send this over to and hope that they will be able to attend. Oh, and let me find a male or two. I don't want to
Yeah.
just bring you a bunch of women. We need
Let's
to mix it up. Yeah.
bring.
Okay. Now, anything you want to say in the future?
Mhm.
What are you gonna do? Your brand is growing strong. What
Yeah.
do you see happening in the future?
Yeah. In the future. So right now I'm virtual. And so it's easy for me to move
Yeah.
around. I love that, but I also want to do way more speaking engagements and make the panels bigger. And so, with you all's help, you keep sharing, just follow my journey. We'll see you at
Yeah.
the
I love it. See you at the top. All right. Are there any questions before we go? Thank you for the hearts that you guys have given. Appreciate them all. I pray that this has given you a couple of tips. Quinelle, if somebody is looking to date, what is
Mhm.
one of the first things they should look for outside of the body signs? I like you. I like you.
Mhm, mhm.
I like
Well,
you.
yeah, so see, this question is interesting because I think people will often ask what they need to be looking for in another partner, but that question is internal, right? You need to turn the mirror to yourself and figure out, well, what am I wanting and why do I want those things, right? Can I provide those things? Am I looking for ways to complete me before I'm out here dating, right? Like,
Yes.
I ready and what do I truly need versus what do I just think that I want, right? No, what do I
What
absolutely,
do I need?
yeah.
And I think we don't necessarily think about what we need. We accept what's there sometimes
Mhm.
and work with it.
Right. And not only do we accept what's there, we try to fantasize about what could change, right? Because when we're dealing with partners, a lot of times we're doing two things. We're working off of our own sort of basically like fantasies or dreams, right? The things that we really want to happen. Sometimes we try to wait for a person to give that to us or try to shift them or mold them to do that. And
Wow.
looking at like, is this making me feel happy for real? Right. Or, do I like this person outside of what they are providing for me? Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, this has been wonderful. And when we come off, just stay on so that we can get each other's information. I thank Raven for connecting us and having this time with you. For those of you that are maybe just joining us, There is a great event that's happening this Sunday, the 25th, from 4 to 6:30. So you can still go to church.
You still can. You can go to brunch. You can go to
You
church.
can do it all.
Make sure, and
And
then
then
come get a date, and then come get multiple dates, not just one, and a date, and a speed dating. I'm sorry, and a game night, and discussion with tips. You really can't lose.
you can't lose. You just got to make sure you show up. Lori, why can't you come, Lori? Lori, come Sunday instead of Thursday. Because I got to work Thursday. So, and I wanted to hang out with you. Oh, I got an event on Sunday, but maybe after. But still, you're going to this event, Lori. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. You go. This is going to be a really great event. I need you all to share this.
Share,
This
share,
is good
share.
information. Share to your social media, share to your friends, and let them know. Lori, don't laugh. Just come. Just come on out. And I think it makes you feel good too. Even if you meet someone that you like, this isn't my type, but you got out, you met different people.
Correct. I was about to say, you just need, sometimes you need a reminder too of who you are. So getting dressed and looking at yourself in the mirror, and then sometimes
Mhm.
a reminder to be optimistic or to just let things flow, right? Like if you never thought you were going to be in a speed dating event, but you're on the apps, or you go outside and you're looking around, but you don't speak to anybody. Here's a chance to put yourself in position. That's one of my tips.
Yeah. Yeah. And you put them in position because they have to sit down and talk to somebody for 5 to 6 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do
Mm-hmm.
you ring a bell or say switch?
Yeah.
How do you go?
The second one is switch. I like a little, huh, huh, huh. But I'll give some warning so that it's not like, what? I was
Yeah, you got 2 more minutes, 2 minute count. Okay. I
Mhm.
love it. I think it's great. Hey Trayvon, how you doing? Look, Trayvon, all the single men, we need you to get all the single men
Yeah.
out to this speed dating event. And just so you know, when you see shot, one complimentary juice and shot,
It's a
it's a
well.
wellness shot. So understand that. Just so you know, I don't want you to think your radio angels now putting shots on the screen. That's not what we're talking about. But it's happening in Queens.
Yeah.
And if you've done the apps, if you have gone to the clubs,
And you're
why
sick.
not try this? Right? What do you have to
What do
lose?
you have to lose? Yeah, no, but I mean, I really love the idea that you get more dates for less money and less time, and then you get a date planned for you afterwards. And there's
Mhm.
also icebreakers, and you get dating tips from a person who is trained to build closeness, build connection.
That's nice. Okay. Uh, I don't see any questions.
Thank
Thank you, Michael. He said this is a great discussion, great conversation.
you.
I've enjoyed every minute. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you,
We're
Mike.
gonna have to come to Manhattan because obviously you're not gonna make it to Queens.
Mike,
But
make it to Queens. Don't front. You see,
come on, make it happen. Make
this
it
is where I
happen.
don't want to leave my house, but then that might be why you may be single if we're not willing to travel.
Oh, come on and travel. Michael came to one of my events one time. I think was it in Manhattan, Michael, that you came? Yes, come out, step out of the box,
Yeah,
Michael, and come on to Queens.
you
And
deserve it. You
yeah.
deserve to give yourself some fun.
So I want y'all again. If you want to get in touch with Quinelle, it's counseling to comfort. I just love
Uh,
that name.
Thank you. Well, that's why I'm in it, right? I'm here to counsel.
Yes, I love that. I feel warm and fuzzy. Y'all got to go. It's happening Sunday, 4 to 6:30. Make sure you check it out. Go to Eventbrite. That's where the tickets are. But I'd rather you
Or you
go to
can,
her website.
yes, go to the website. You'll probably have less trying to find the event
Yeah.
page. So www.counselingtocomfort.com.
Counselingtocomfort.com. Somebody be a secretary and put that in the chat. Counselingtocomfort.com.
I
Get one secretary. Counselingtocomfort.com. Somebody put that right in the chat.
It's me.
And we need you to share this. Okay. I need y'all to share this because there's a lot of people out there that didn't have an opportunity to get this. Okay. You put it in the
I
I'll
did.
stick it out there. That's okay. I'll put it in the group chat.
Oh, if you do,
Right.
I'll
If
send you.
you can. I got it.
Okay.
All right, there we go. I just posted it. Counselingtocomfort.com. All
Yes.
right.
Go to
Just
that.
click that. And let's say you can't attend. Maybe Lori can't attend. She can't make it. But click the link. Go in and see and follow Quinelle on her social media so
Yeah.
that we're supporting her. This
Yep.
is a big deal. I love it. Quinelle, hang on. Everybody, look, I love you. Quinelle, what do you want to say before we go?
Thank you guys so much for joining, for tapping in. Can't wait to see you guys next time.
And I love that you're local. All right, Quinelle, thank you for being on. Hey, guys, I got nothing but love for you. And until next time, go in peace, grow in grace. Don't just go to church, be the church.